Done what you should have.
All right.
I think Edward's locked himself in the cellar.
The cellar?
Well, I can't find him anywhere, and it is past his tea time.
Well, just the same, I don't see why Master Edward would have locked himself in the cellar.
Well, the door was open earlier. I saw Toller come out with a bottle. Perhaps he went down to look for cockroaches. It's locked.
There you are, miss.
After you.
Our destination.
Holmes, can we be quite sure the mastiff isn't loose?
We can be sure of nothing until we reach the house.
God, what was that?
Villainy here.
Looks as though someone's gone across the roof.
Alice! 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 Alice? Where is my daughter?
It is for me to ask you that.
His daughter?
Thieves and spies! I've caught you, have I? Have you my power? Just Sylvia!
Pa, what does he mean?
He's gone for the dog.
Watson.
Someone's loose the dog. He's not been fed for 2 days. Quick before it's too late.
Still unconscious. I've done what I can for him. He now needs a surgeon as soon as possible.
I've dispatched Toller and Mrs. Rucastle to summon such assistance.
Oh, miss, it's a pity you didn't let me know what you were planning. I could have told you your pains were wasted.
It's clear Mrs. Toller knows more of this matter than anyone else.
Ah.
Well, yes, sir, I do. And I'm ready enough to tell you what I know. But if there's police court business over this, you will remember I was Miss Alice's friend.
Miss Alice?
Mr. Rucastle's daughter, by his first marriage.
Ah, the mystery of the shuttered turret. Mrs. Toller, please sit down. Now, tell me all you know.
Well, she was never happy at home. Miss Alice wasn't. From the time that her father married again. She was slighted, like, and she had no say in anything. But it didn't become bad for her until after she met Mr. Fowler.
And pray, who is Mr. Fowler?
Why, he was Miss Alice's young man. You might have seen him, hanging about, out in the road by the field.
Yes.
And how did Mr. Fowler's involvement bring Miss Alice to her distressing circumstances?
Well, as far as I could learn, Miss Alice had rights of her own under her late mother's will. But she was so quiet and patient, she was. She never said a word about them, but just left everything in Mr. Rucastle's hands. Well, he knew he was safe with her, but when there was a chance of a husband coming forward, who would ask for all that law would give him, well, then her father thought it time to put a stop on it. He wanted her to sign a paper so that whether she married or not, he could use her money. Well, when she wouldn't do it, he kept worrying her, till she got brain fever. For 6 weeks, she was at death's door. When she got better at last, all worn to a shadow and with a beautiful hair cut off, he moved her to the turret room where she was kept, prisoner. But that didn't make no change in her young man. And he stuck to her, true as a man could be.
And then Mr. Rucastle brought Miss Hunter down from London in order to impersonate his daughter and get rid of the young man.
Well, that was it, sir. But Mr. Fowler, being A persevering gentleman, as a good sailor should be, blockaded the house.
And having met you, succeeded by certain arguments, metallic and otherwise, in convincing you that your interests were the same as his?
Mr. Fowler was a very kind-spoken, free-handed gentleman.
And in this way, he managed that your husband should not want for drink, the gates unlocked, thus ensuring that the mastiff should remain chained, and that a ladder should be ready to assist him in the rescue of Miss Alice.
You have it, sir. Just as it happened.
And thus was solved the mystery of the sinister house called the Copper Beeches. Mr. Rucastle survived, but was always a broken man, kept solely alive through the care of his devoted wife. They still live with their servants, who probably know so much of Rucastle's past that he finds it difficult to part from them. Mr. Fowler and Miss Rucastle were married by special license, and he now holds a government position on the island of Mauritius. Miss Hunter is now head of a private school in Walsall, where I gather she has met with considerable success. There, Holmes, your verdict.
An admirable account, Watson.
Oh, you don't think I've put too much color and life into it?
Oh, my dear friend, I humbly defer such considerations to your excellent literary judgment.
Good.